Well, happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the Mamaprenuer Podcast. I am your fabulous hostess with the mostest, Robbin, and welcome to episode number 34. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Can't wait for you all to see these fabulous entrepreneurs, mamapreneurs, and get to highlight each and every one of them and their fabulous. So thank you guys so much for being on with me tonight. All right. Before we go any further, you guys know I put you to work every single episode. So first things first. In the audience, this is for the audience only. You're going to share tonight's live broadcast. We're doing some giveaways tonight. So in order to get entered, you must share tonight's live broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. I will do the drawings after tonight's live broadcast, but you must share to be entered. So sharing is caring. All right. Next, this podcast is all about networking and connecting. So if you're an entrepreneur in the audience, I want you to tag your actual business, whether that's your Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I want you to put that link in the comments as well. We're going to be networking within the comments section, okay? Because that's what it's all about. Networking is the reason how this podcast came. Amen. So share your business information in the comments, okay? And lastly, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. And if you're feeling something that one of these ladies or myself is talking about, you're going to post that in the comments. If you have a question for any one of the ladies or for myself, post those questions in the comments so we can get them answered during a live broadcast, okay? I know that was a lot within the matter of a couple minutes. So you're going to share the live broadcast. If you're a business owner, put your business information in the comments. And then if you're feeling what we're talking about or you got a question, type it in the comments. Let's have fun. Let's engage. All right. A little bit about myself. My name is Robbin. I am based here in the Dallas area. I work corporate by day, but I am an entrepreneur outside of all of that. I am a paparazzi consultant. Kesha, we need you on the jewelry real quick, like. So I have my jewels on today, home of the $5 bling. Thank you, girl, for that close up. So I have my pearls on today. I've been a paparazzi consultant for we're going on 2 years in December. I'm a Mary Kay consultant and have been for the past 14 years. I am a hairstylist and have been for almost 25 years and transitioning from, and I'm a coach for and business to be able to help transform and grow salon suite owners and their businesses. So that is Savvy Salon Systems. And I am going to be talking about an event that I'm doing for Savvy Salon here in just a moment. So I am a mama to a now 13-year-old going on 49 and 50-year-old son. He is why I work so hard because he pushes me just a little bit he's a hair taller than me and he makes it known that he's a hair taller than me. Yes. So this podcast was brought about as a way to be able to give back to other female entrepreneurs and help them get more exposure and grow their businesses because the fearless leader of the Power Team did it for me. So I always give her flowers every episode. That is Miss Kesha Kesh. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here tonight. So thank you, Kesha. You are the bomb.com. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So a few announcements before I get to my ladies. So Kesha and I are actually hosting a Battle of the Beat makeup competition. Makeup artist. Does not matter where you are in the country. If you are a makeup artist and you want to show everybody what you got and win some cash behind it, please get with myself or Kesha Cash Power Team or the Mamaprenuer Podcast, some shape, form, or fashion. DM us and we'll be able to give you more details on the Battle of the Beat competition. Enter. It's time to enter today because we start in January. So more to come there. Battle of the Beat makeup artist competition. So show us what you got. All right, makeup artists. All right, all right. All right, Kesha, next close up, ma'am. Have you been to the Mamaprenuer website lately? www.mamaprenuerpodcast.com. I have on my fabulous shirt. We have merch. So you need to head on over to the mamapreneurpodcast.com. Get your merch. Amen. Merch. We got more merch as we speak getting added to the list of merch. So make sure you head on over there and support the revolution. It ain't really a revolution. I just felt like saying that because I just felt like saying that. Anyway. But more things are going to be updated and added to the website. An email list is going to be started, blogs, all the things. So you want to make sure you're staying tuned to the Mamaprenuer website, and also make sure you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under the Mamaprenuer Podcast name. Okay. All right. Next, the Mamaprenuer brand has been vastly growing. And so I have added a few services to the equation. One is affiliate marketing, where you don't have to be a guest on the show, but if you want your brand promoted, I can do that for you on a live episode. So if you want to know more information about that, please shoot me a DM or Power Team or Kesha, and I'll get back with you with more details. So if you want motion for your business, but you don't quite have the time to come on to an actual live broadcast like these ladies, shoot me a DM. Let's chat. Let's get more exposure for your brand. This show is played everywhere. The joke is it will be in space soon. It is everywhere, literally. All right. So next, plug. Now booking for 2023. If you are a female entrepreneur and you have a business and you would like more exposure for your brand, I need a microphone, versus my phone. If you would like more exposure for your brand, please get with me on how you can become a guest on the show to promote your brand, just like these fabulous ladies are doing tonight. So DM me, text. If you know me personally, text me, call me. We'll chat. All right. Next, since we have so much to talk about tonight, I am doing a free webinar on Tuesday evening for if you are a hairstylist, barber, makeup artist, you're independent, on feet, whatever. Please get with me. You do lashes, whatever, and you want to grow and transform your business. I am doing a free webinar on Tuesday night for just to kind of introduce Savvy Salon Systems to the world. And so if you're interested, send me a message, DM, call, Morse code, whatever. Get with me. I'll be happy to provide more details. Okay. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be short and sweet. Not a lot of your time. Folks booked busy, and I don't want to take too much of your time, but it's a way to just kind of introduce me as a salon business coach to you guys. All right. Okay. And lastly, before I go into my next thing, the minute we are finished with this live broadcast, I'm going to be showcasing some paparazzi. So you're just going to, when this is over, just head on over to my personal Facebook page so I can showcase some fabulous jewels for the people. All right. All right. So I'll talk about it again before we close out. Okay. All right. Next, if you've tuned in, you know that I love affirmations. I love speaking positive things. I believe when you speak positive things, when you speak positivity to your life, positive things will happen. So if you're into that kind of thing, write these down. Feel free to create your own. And I hope you guys like these. I really like what I added down for tonight's episode. Okay, I can't pat myself. Well, I can. I'll pat myself on the back. All right. So, first affirmation is going to be: I am loved, valued, and appreciated. I valued and appreciated. Okay. I am proud of how far I've come this year, regardless of the results. I am proud of how far I've come this year, regardless of the results. My business will thrive and flourish in the remaining with the remaining year. That's what I meant to say. Me talking and typing, two different things. My business will thrive and flourish for the rest of this year. That's what it said. I done gave a whole new meaning to it, child. All right. God is going to bring my vision for my business to light. God is going to bring my vision for my business to light. All right, a few more to go. I declare and decree success, clarity, healing, and breakthrough in every area of my life. That's long. Say that again. I declare and decree success, clarity, healing, and breakthrough in every area of my life. Multiple sources of income are flowing to me. Multiple sources of income are flowing to me. Last but not least, I will no longer doubt the calling that God has placed inside of me. I will no longer doubt the calling that God has placed inside of me. All right. Thank you, girl, for the sound effects. All right. I love it every show. It cracks me up. All right. So I have one little quick discussion topic before I get to the fabulous trio here. Okay, so we're already in November, y'all. So how fast did this year go by? Have you taken a look at your vision board if you created one for the year? How much of that did you actually accomplish? And there's still time within this year to be able to still accomplish whatever, any of those things that you haven't quite accomplished yet. Which leads me to, have you written out your goals for 2023? We're going to blink and 2023 will be here before we know it. Some of those things on your vision board or on your list of goals or whatever you've written down, you can transfer those over to 2023 if you didn't quite hit it. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you're into the vision board thing, I love it because it's kind of accountability. It's up there. I make sure I put it in a place in my house where I can see it, or I even do a one on my phone, like through Canva. You can put a whole bunch of like a collage or whatever of those same things if you wanted to go that route. But I'm a firm believer of planning out your year, praying about it, and making sure God is in agreement with it, and breaking those goals down at least 1 to 3 a month so you're not so overwhelmed. Okay. So if you haven't started in your 2023, guess what? It'll be here, but you might want to go ahead and get started. Okay. That's all I have. Real quick, simple. Get your life in order for 2023. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, the fabulous trio. We have the fabulous Lisa Blewett, and she's going to introduce herself. She's going to talk about the fabulousness of Elon Looks Beauty. Go.
Hello, happy Thursday. I'm Lisa Blewett. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of two beautiful, talented daughters. I love to travel. I love all things beauty. I actually have two businesses and working on a third. So I'm a photographer, business I started in 2010. Out of that business, I started the makeup artistry. So I am a makeup artist. And, some of my clients, they needed makeup artists or they wanted a one-stop shop solution when they came to do portraits with me. So I offered that service, which was great. And then fast forward to 2022 or 2020, and we all know what happened there. We all had a lot of free time on our hands.
Sure
and
did.
Yeah, I know, right? That's when Elon Lux Beauty began. I found myself, couldn't do much photography because we weren't moving around too much in the beginning. And then, I had some customers or clients talk about, hey, Lisa, I have these nails on. The nail salons are closed. I can't get them off. Or do you know how to do nails? And so I came up with a solution, right? So I'm a very creative minded person. And so I started a custom pressed on nail business as well during the pandemic. Past my time. So I, once again, turned my passion into a profit. So that's me.
I love it. I love it. Lisa actually did my makeup for my deal with a friend of ours. And so if you see me outside, I look like I'm outside. I got a laptop in my hand, some coffee in my hand. Lisa did that makeup. She did that. I'll be talking to Lisa again for some more branding pictures. May put her to work for pictures too while I'm at it. I do it all the time since I do a little bit of everything with hair and lashes and stuff. Some people come to me for 2 and 3 services. So, hey, maybe saying, Lisa, do my makeup and then let's go do some pictures. Okay. So
Yes,
thank you, Lisa, so much for coming on. Next fabulous one is the fabulous Whitney Ricketts, and she's going to tell you all about herself and her fabulousness. Go, Whitney.
Hey, everyone. Okay, so I guess my fabulousness, crazy how Lisa was talking about the pandemic, how she started her businesses. I have a business called Wits Candles and Tings that I started during the pandemic. I was bored at home and wanted like a candle that smelled a certain way but looked a certain way, and they don't sell it in stores. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my own. So I started doing that, and then my friends was like, can you make me one? I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start charging y'all. So that's kind of how that happened. I do candle parties, so it's kind of like paint and sip, but with a twist. You make candles instead of painting, and we have like mimosas, music. It's just a good vibe. So I do those pretty often throughout the year. And another thing that I just started is my nonprofit called Thriving Children Regardless. I just started that this year, just a couple months. Basically, where I help underprivileged children here in Dallas, Texas, that are wanting to pursue performing arts, but really don't have kind of, that outlet or the money to get those kind of classes because it's very expensive. So I kind of help those kids do that, as well as teach them the importance of community service, so giving back to the community. And it's also a faith-based organization, so we always got to keep God first in everything that we do. yeah, so that's pretty much about me for now. We'll save a little bit for later. But yeah.
Okay. Amen. Keeping God first. All right. Just so proud of you, Whitney. No. Okay. Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you.
All righty. And last but not least, the lady who can feed us anywhere and everywhere that she goes, the fabulous Martika Soulful Cook, because she's soulful well. Go, girl.
Thank you. All right, so as you said, just like at the bottom of the screen, my name is Martika Wells, but I have earned the name the Soulful Cook from my clientele since 2017. I am not only like am I a chef, which I'll get into like the different services that I offer, but I am a mother. And I've been in a long-term relationship that definitely makes me feel like I'm married. So about 7 years. So a family that I take care of on top of like running a business as a one-woman show. But I sell lunch plates. I cater. I develop recipes. I even create recipes, like some stuff that you wouldn't even think went together. I make it go together. I travel as a private chef. I also like meal planning with clients, and I meal prep for some. But for some people, I just help them formulate a plan and give them like a grocery list, like an itemized grocery list, recipes to go with the meal plan, pretty much making it easy so it's not too much thought. But while making them, consider like health and balancing out the meal where it's not just like, oh, what we gonna eat tonight? Oh, well, let's just fry this chicken. Let's eat fries with it. Like, keeping it healthy pretty much is like what I do. So yeah, that's me, guys.
I love it.
I'll save some more for later because I could go all the way into detail, like how this got started and again my why. So yeah, I'm ready to get to that too.
We're gonna hit it. That's the lady that can cook. So y'all know I like food, period. Lunch, breakfast, brunch, dessert.
Everything.
She got you. So how I met Martika, we both were a vendor at this event a few months back, and I walked right back there to her. I'm like, I'm gonna get you before I leave, and she made these pork chops. Oh my God!
There's actually nothing that I don't make, Robbin. There's nothing that I don't make, even if it's not on my menu. And like people just. If they request something, they're like, your food is so good. Can you make this too? Like, I would literally figure out how to make it if I've never made it before. Like, I'm going to tell them, yes, I'm going to do it. And they're going to love it just as much as anything else. But like Robbin, you were saying that you came back there. Most people at my event, like I literally walk in like so quiet and nonchalant, y'all, because again, I'm a one-woman show. And I set up the food and they literally like form a line. And Robbin can tell you, like I had a line that was like so long, but people smell the food and they're like, what is that and where is it coming from? And they will hunt me. Like that's how good it is, y'all.
Her food was good. Cake again, yeah. I went home.
Yes, because I offer a $20 meal deal for lunch plates. So like during the week, like I do have some specials, but I mostly work off of pre-orders. And so I have a $20 meal deal that comes with 1 entree, 2 sides, a drink, and a dessert. And it's really like how I win in my business, to be honest.
Yeah. She gave me this tea, so I like sweet tea. So it's in this pepper. But yeah, it looks like a Capri Sun, but it has sweet
like
tea
an adult Capri
Sun. It was a trip.
Yep.
I was like,
I sell lemonade too. I don't know if y'all can see my shirt. I try to stand up. Can y'all see my shirt? Oh, there you go. But I sell lemonade too. So this is like one of my like conversation starters that get people talking like, what kind of lemonade? Where is it from? So the shirt is more of a conversation starter. My mama was like, girl, that's too much. Don't write curse words on your clothes. That's what she said. But y'all, it's a conversation starter. They bring me business. So That's why I did it.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming on. So we're gonna have a little discussion. I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions in the midst of you guys kind of promoting your fabulousness, because I love it that we got 3 different businesses. Well, more than 3, but we got 3 different entrepreneurs, all different walks of life. We got some talent in this on this this round table of ladies. So, all right, so talk about how you got started, Lisa. Talk about, you said, besides the pandemic and all of that, but like, what's made you say, you know what, I want to do makeup? I feel you on the nails piece, because the nail, that was the first thing I got done when they opened them back up. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, the makeup started through my own self-love journey. So I learned, I'm a self-taught makeup artist. So I first learned how to love myself and take care of myself. So I figured, why can't I also carry that on to others, right? There's so many ladies I run across that might be a little bit insecure, or they know they need pictures for portraits, for like LinkedIn and things. Like one of my most used packages is called professional, polished and professional package, right? So I use that for ladies that want to come in, or gentlemen too, that want to come in, take their portraits for their social media. And so I offered that service because some of those ladies that I work with, they were unsure. They weren't, a little bit insecure. They weren't sure where to go. They not sure what to do. And so, hey, come in, sit in my chair, get some self-care before we get your pictures taken. The love that I have for myself through my makeup artistry, as I learned, I wanted to carry that to others. So make them feel good and feel beautiful, even though all I'm doing is putting a little bit of polish, a little touch up on their already beauty, right? Why not? And so that's what drove me.
I love the environment when you come into your house, just the setup and how you just make everyone kind of feel relaxed. I'm into the oils, essential oils. You got the essential oils going. I mean, it's a great vibe when you come in and get your makeup done. I really enjoyed that. So that aspect of it. Whitney. Whitney, talk about your start. Besides, when you got the candles started, what made you say, "Hey, I want to start a candle business"?
Okay, so basically, I said I want a candle that smelled like this, but I wanted this color can match my room, and they don't sell that in the stores nowhere. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make my own, and then just like that, I just started making candles. I come to find that it's very relaxing for me if I'm having like a stressed day or something like that. I can just go make some candles and it really relaxes me. So it's a good hobby, but also like a stress relief for me. So I enjoy doing that. And then I just enjoy doing it. So other people wanted me to make candles for them and they keep coming back. So I was like, okay, I must be doing something right. So I just started selling them, and then I started with one name, but then I switched it, and then I switched it again. So finally came up with Wits Candles and Teens because I am Jamaican as well, and I do other things
Jamaica.
As well. So
all right,
gotta keep that teens in there, but that's how I started my candle business. Just there it is right there. Hit me up. There's my email address and my website, witscandlesandteens.com. You can email me if you have any kind of special requests. I do customize candles. So if you want a certain color or you want a certain scent, I can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter what it is. I can pretty much do whatever. All kind of different sizes and things like that. And then my lit candle making parties, I mostly have them during holiday seasons, but I'm coming up with one in December for Christmas. We get lit up in there because you lit a candle, you got light a candle, so it's lit. You come and make your own candles, and we do hand soaps. So sometimes we do 2 candles. sometimes we do one, but you also get to make hand soaps as well. So I get to teach you step by step on how to make your candle. You get to pick your fragrance, you get to pick the color, you get to design your candle jar and everything like that. BYOB, 21 and up. Sometimes I have kids events. But yeah, so yeah, you gotta come on out and come get lit.
Where do you have the candle parties?
So for now, I have the candle parties. There it's called Kate's Corner. It's one of my friends' event space. It's in Plano. That's where we host the parties now until I can get my own space. So 2023, be on the lookout.
All right, claim it. You better go on and claim it and speak it. Get out now, girl. What's your candle? What's your go-to candle? Your go-to candle, like that's my scent. What's one is that?
That's so hard. Okay, so I make one. It's called Wit's Little Secret. I can't tell y'all what the secret is, but that's my most popular one.
Okay.
I like Fabuloso because it makes my house smell clean. Like people will come over and they're like, "Girl, you been cleaning today?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they go in the other room and it's all dirty. I got the candle lit, so they think I've been cleaning all day. But
you're so crazy. Tell me, you smell it, don't you? Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said when they come in and smell the Fabuloso, you smell that, don't you? Yeah, I've been cleaning, girl, been mopping.
For sure.
Yeah.
Every time, yep. And then of course vanilla is always a go-to. Nice, vanilla. Everybody likes vanilla, so yep.
Yeah. Any supplies for Christmas? In Christmas season, any do you do anything specialized for the holidays?
Yes, I will be dropping the Christmas line next week. So be looking out for those. Follow me on Instagram and you can check it out. I'll have 4 different scents for Christmas. So yeah, get ready for those. I'm probably gonna drop those on Thursday.
Okay. And then Chef Boyardee then already gave her little list. But did you always have a passion for did you always have a passion for cooking?
So yes, and y'all will see me glance downward. Okay, I'm getting to that. So y'all will see me glance downward because after talking to you last night, Robbin, I was like, there's not a detail that I want to leave out. And I know how nerves can get the best of you sometimes where you oh, I'm gonna say all of these wonderful things, and then you get there and you had this brain for it. And I didn't want that to happen. But I was 10 years old actually when I started cooking. And I probably started honestly before that, but by myself, I was 10. And so in my notes too, I wrote this and I was asking my boyfriend, I'm read this over and tell me what you think about this, because I think it should be a book. And I was I'm gonna write a memoir after I wrote this. But my mom was a single mom. So we're originally from Jackson, Mississippi. She moved us here when I was 12. I am now 30. I turned 30 in April this year. And so I've been here for forever, but my roots, of course, have never left me. And so because it was just me and her, she pretty much just taught me simple things and had me by her side in the kitchen. And so she would trust me starting out with just baked items. I didn't fry my first food until I was 16 years old, but I baked everything. Could bake pork chops, could bake chicken, just pretty much anything she would tell me to put in the oven, I could do that. And so funny thing too was that my mom, I paid attention to her in the kitchen and she had these go-to seasonings. And so 4 of them were literally onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and she always bought it by McCormick. And she's any other brand is ground too fine. So she lived by McCormick no matter how high it has risen in price. And then season salt, because she would say Lowry's is just too salty. So at 10, these were pretty much my little go-tos, and if you put the right amount, it's gonna make it work. And so I would do other things like hamburger helper, and she just read the directions, you should know what to do. Canned goods, so canned green beans, canned corn, just putting it on the stove, letting it heat up, and adding butter, adding salt and pepper, the basic stuff. But I've been doing this since 10, and just over time, I pretty much would ask my grandmothers so my dad's mom, who passed away last year, was like my number one go-to when it came to soul food. So like when I knew that I wanted to learn like baked macaroni and candy yams, I literally would just sit on the phone with her, write down what she told me to do, and then go in the kitchen and try it. And then I'll call her back and be like, Grandma, it don't taste like yours though. So over time, I just started to perfect, like what she told me to do. And here I am, fast forward 2022, selling food to people, and they love it. They always say like, who grandma made this food? So I'm like, I don't have, like I'm not a grandmother. I am a mother of 4, but I definitely have my grandmother's soul living very deep inside of me, for sure.
And you listed like the 4 main seasonings you put on anything and it'll taste good.
And it's gonna work. It's gonna make it work. If you don't know what to do, you cannot go wrong with those 4. I'm telling you, like my mama lived by it. Now it was other stuff she had and other stuff she would use, but like when I say her go-to that never failed us, those were it. The onion powder, garlic powder, McCormick black pepper specifically, and season salt. Like it was all I needed.
My mama was accent. If you know what accent is.
Oh, yes. So one of my mom actually had a friend from New Orleans that came.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she came here from New Orleans, and one time we went to her house, like the lady from New Orleans, we went to her house because she had moved here from Hurricane Katrina, and when we went over there, she was making stuffed bell peppers, and so first of all, I never knew what those was until I met somebody from New Orleans, just like a shrimp boil and all that stuff. I didn't know that until being exposed to them when they came to Dallas, from Katrina, and so when I saw her shaking the accent, I'm like, what is that? Definitely went and bought some as soon as I like tried her food, and I was like, oh my, she can cook. I was like, in the accent stuff, we got to get some of that. So that eventually added to my list too, especially for people who can't really use salt. So yeah, it's highly recommended. Like if you can't have salt, you got high blood pressure, stuff like that, get you some accent.
Accent, that'll do it. All righty. So ladies, everybody is entrepreneurs and moms and got a lot of things going, schedules and work-life balance. How do you all balance it all? Lisa, I'll start with you.
I mean, every day is a struggle. I mean, we just do what you can.
Priceless.
You do what you can. So, you just try to keep moving forward, right? And we've got your business, you've got, I actually still have a corporate job as well. You have teenagers that are involved in sports and other activities. You just keep moving forward. That's all you can do.
What do your kiddos play? What sports?
Okay. Well, I have one daughter. She's actually a gamer, right? She's a gamer. She plays volleyball. And my youngest also played volleyball, but now she's running around. She's actually a sports coach. She's a manager for the basketball team at her high school. Okay. So she's running around to all the games. We have to get her there. So.
Okay. I'm about to be with you. My son just made the basketball team at his school. So right before the podcast, had to go up to a meeting, and the season starts next week. I'm like, you guys don't waste no time, huh? So the running around, I already, preparing myself. So balance.
You're ready.
Okay, Whit, what about you? Work-life balance. How do you do it?
Basically I use my phone's calendar for everything, and I have to like color coordinate everything because I'm in the military also, so I don't have any kids, but I have recruits and they are kids, and they call me and text me all the time, so they're like my kids. Also in my nonprofit, I'm starting to get more kids in my nonprofit, so yeah, I'm feeling those kind of mother duties just a little bit, but literally I have to I'm always doing this all the time because I have to put everything in the calendar. It's like no matter what it is, I have to put it in the calendar. That's how I keep balance. But I also have to make sure I have me time because it does get a little stressful sometimes trying to make sure you market this and market that and do all of this and make sure everyone's happy, but you have to make sure you're happy as well. So I just try to make sure I plan at least a day, you know, a couple hours out the day just to watch a TV show, just to cook a meal and just relax, like no phone, nothing. And then when I wake up in the morning, get back at it. But yeah,
I love that. You got to have that time to kind of unplug, even if it's for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I got to make sure I pray too, because I can't get nowhere without praying, because he knows. He knows what I go through.
Absolutely. Without praying, it makes a difference in your day when you don't. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your service, Whitney. You said that you were in the military. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support. Veterans Day tomorrow, I get to eat free. No, I'm just playing.
I was just about to mess with you and say, do you have your day planned out? Where are you going first tomorrow? You just gonna go get your free breakfast, coffee?
I'm going to IHOP in the morning. And I'm going to Olive Garden. I'm going to Red Lobster. And then it's a new restaurant that I wanted to go to. It's a steakhouse I'm going to in the evening called Perry's. I'm telling you, I have it planned out.
You going to, what is Perry's doing for veterans? I don't know. Now, what is Perry's doing for veterans?
So they're doing like you get a free entree if you come with someone who buys an entree. So it's like a buy one get one free kind of deal.
Okay, I was gonna say Perry's ain't just giving out nothing free. Oh, okay. Just checking.
And I might not be able to make that one because I'm going out of town. So yeah. It's Staff Sergeant, Mom. Look, my mom is here. She's commenting everything. She knows it's Staff Sergeant.
What branch military?
I'm in the Army.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
8 years. Thank you.
Chef, talk about work-life balance. You get 4. Jesus.
Okay, so for me personally, as you guys have not heard me mention, so I don't work an actual like corporate job. I am a full-time entrepreneur, so I get like everything that anybody who is a full-time entrepreneur, like what they go through, the struggle of it. But I honestly like don't refer to anything for me as a struggle, to be honest. It's more of a journey. So like even when I feel like maybe like some of my decision making or procrastinating or any of that like gets in the way, it's like pretty much a learning lesson for me. My days, okay, so kind of like what Whit said, I do have one day a week. So one day a week to myself is on every Monday, but I literally wake up every morning at 4:30 and I probably won't go to sleep until 9 or 10 o'clock. Like I'm up. So I try to get like miscellaneous tasks, like so my posting or anything organized for that day, brainstorm, what do I have to do, check my calendar. I have multiple alarms that go off on my phone throughout the day to kind of like keep me like paced with a schedule, just so I'm aware of like time and don't get lost in time. But yeah, I do miscellaneous tasks before getting my kids up, getting them out to school. I drive them to school every day. I pick them up. My kids, I have 2 in elementary. So one is 7. Well, she'll be 7 in December. And then I have one that just turned 8. And then I have 2 little babies who go to daycare, and they're 3 and 2. So yeah, my plate is very full. And even when I'm like, after dropping them off, I might have orders to do, especially at the end of the week. And so trying to like get my orders organized, and like now I have a flow, like, so it's very like natural to me. But at first it was definitely like a struggle. So it was tough, but I mean, I managed to get it done. And then I have one kid that also does like speech therapy. So like when I say hands are full, like he does it twice a week. So I have to like work around him. And then too, when I accept stuff like interviews that I do as well, and just events, like it's a lot. So I mean, I try to do what I can, but I don't apply too much pressure. Like I don't worry. And one thing that made me think about something, when you mentioned like the vision board, so that's interesting, like that you asked like who has things on their vision board that they looked at and like they didn't get to. So I was originally like planning to move for December 1st. And so I had started cleaning out my house last month and came across 2 vision boards that I actually didn't hang, but I created them in January. And so one of the things that was on there that really stood out to me was the fact that I wanted to read more, right? And so, because I'm not a big reader, like I'm a numbers girl. I went to school for accounting, even though like I gave up on it, but I was always good at math in school. And so I wanted to get more into reading because it's something that I like have this dislike for, and I don't understand why. So I felt like maybe if I read things that are interesting to me, then I'll start enjoying reading. So when I read the vision board, I was like, dang, man, I bought about 7 books that I wanted to read. And I was like, I'm going to at least read one before the end of the year. So one of the books that I picked up was called Atomic Habits, was the first one that I started reading. And when I said like, this book is already changing my life. And so they talk in this book about the power of 1%. And this is like what I want to share with people. So like, it goes towards like the vision board, and what you don't accomplish this year, you definitely have time to do it next year. You have time to still do stuff this year. And so the power of 1% is just 1% effort. Like even if you feel like you can't do it, you're too tired, you sick, whatever it may be, your shoulder cramping, like your hand cramping, your feet stinking, like whatever it is, just 1% effort towards something that's a goal for you. Because over time, statistics show that if you just put a little bit of effort, you'll get so much further. But it's easy to like not do something, or like, well, I don't have enough time to do it, and give it an excuse, and you tend to decline faster. You may slip into a depression because you didn't accomplish certain things, like depending on how strong it was, you know, in meaning to you. And so to avoid that happening, you use the power of 1%. And so I do that with everything. Like I 1% clean if I can. And if I feel like 50% that day, then I'll do the 50% and have it smelling like Fabuloso, like wit. But if I don't, like, hey, I might hang 1% of these kids' clothes, or I might just go pick some of them out. And even too, I also still like cook a whole separate meal after cooking, like for my clients. I cook a whole separate meal for my family, and I don't like cheat them on their food, so they get a full spread. The meat, the size, the everything to go with it, the tea that you're referring to, or lemonade and everything. And then like on top of that, I'm like teaching my kids how to cook. So like after this, like Whitney, I have to get with you for sure, because my goal for my nonprofit when I started is to teach kids how to cook, but I want to have like this curriculum that they pretty much go through and get exposed to for like the desire, but their parents can't afford it. So I want to also pitch this curriculum to schools, because I know that they get allotted funding for some things, but especially since the pandemic, a lot of people aren't willing to go and teach anymore because they feel like they're at risk. Now with like COVID never leaving us, and like so many other things that could come from it. But with it being risky, I definitely like, I don't see the risk behind it. I just want to help people. And so kids are my goal. It's like to help them. So I have to come like to your organization and teach these kids something, just to give them a different, you know, something to look forward to. Like it's more stuff that they could learn, more stuff they could be creative at. I even teach my kids, like, whatever you want to do, you can still do that, but you definitely gonna learn how to cook, like, for sure. It's universal and it can benefit you all your life.
Stop you right there.
Okay.
So you just said something about even connecting with Whitney for her organization. I just love that piece, even just you wanting to do that, because that's what this community is about, just, collaborating or networking or connecting. You just never know. Your business may be a blessing to someone. That's why I even have people connect and network in the comments, because you just never know if your business may be, for instance, Lisa does makeup. Someone may want Lisa's services, or Whitney with her candles. If you don't open your mouth and say nothing, no one would know. So it's always about networking. That part. But yeah, this is great. So we talk about work-life balance. How do you guys stay resilient through the seasons of business? Business is not always going to be just peachy all day, every day, every month. It goes in droves. So Lisa, talk about with your business, how do you kind of stay resilient? Because there's going to be slow times, there's going to be busier times. How do you kind of stay afloat? And that's with either business.
Well, either business, when things are slow, that's when I get my creative streak on. So I do a lot of research. I'll, get some inspiration to, create or design either a nail set or think of a photo shoot. So I don't take those slow periods as a negative at all, so it's a time to learn, right, and grow your skills at those times. And then sometimes it's busy, like around this time of year when everybody wants photo shoots for Christmas cards, holidays cards, holiday pictures.
We about to be busy. Yeah, that's good. So, get creative. Amen to that. Whitney, since Whitney's our baby of the group here, I'm gonna call her the baby. Kind of legacy you want to leave with all the things you have going? Do you want to leave?
Oh, you kind of cut out a little bit, so I couldn't hear what you were saying. Sorry. Say it one more time.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. All right. I said, with all the things you have going on, with all your business ventures, what kind of legacy do you leave?
Okay, I think you said what kind of legacy do I want to leave? I just want to leave a positive legacy. Okay, I just want to leave like a positive legacy. Really, I want people to know that I'm dependable. Like they can come to me, talk to me if they need anything. They can hit me up. I'm gonna do whatever I can to help them out. I want people to just see that Whitney tries to give back, no matter what. Even if she ain't got it, she gonna find a way to give. And I just want everybody to thrive in whatever businesses they got going on. That's why the name of this business is called Thriving Children Regardless, because regardless of the situation that you're going through, you're gonna thrive. As long as you put your mind and your heart to it, and like I said, keep God first, you're gonna succeed. So that's what I really want, like my legacy to be.
Okay. That's amazing. Look at you. It's like I'm her mama. I'm all proud. I'm so proud of you.
I know my mom sitting there just commenting away.
I know. Been commenting. She been commenting. Hi, Mom. All right. So talk about what's next for your brand. So Whitney, since I'm talking to you, I'll go ahead and you go first. What's next for your brand?
So what's next is, so like I said, I just started this nonprofit. And so we are having a gala coming up. It's going to be our inaugural TCR fundraising gala. It's going to be on December 3rd. And I'm super excited for it. It's going to be an all-white themed party. There's going to be a dinner. Martika, I need to get with you, actually, because I need a caterer. It's gonna be a dinner though. And then there's gonna be live music, sounds by DJ Gumbo. The event is hosted by Dallas's own Jay Tenner. I'm not sure if some of you know her, but she's amazing. So yeah, I'm just really excited for it. Just to raise money for the kids because I plan on having a summer camp this summer. It's kind of like Alvin Ailey camp, Ailey camp that they have every year. Yes, that's the flyer. You can get your early bird tickets. Go on our website at thrivingchildrenregardless.org. But yes, I want to raise money to have this camp this summer where the kids come and learn different styles of dance every day. And it's free to the kids. They get to come basically from like 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. They stay all day. We feed them lunch, breakfast. They'll have personal development classes. Like I said, they'll do community service events. And it'll be like a 5-week course. And then at the end of the camp, there'll be a big showcase where they can show their family and friends, kind of like a recital, what they learned during the camp and things like that. So yeah, if y'all can come on out and support. Yes, we are giving away 2 VIP tickets tonight. I'm gonna check to see who was all in the who all came out and watched our live tonight. But yeah, tickets are on sale right now. So I hope to see you guys on December 3rd.
Amazing. Support the cause. Yes. I love it. Love everything you're doing with me.
Thank you.
All righty, Lisa. What's next for you for the brand?
For my brand, to be honest with you, I told you I was working on a third business, right? So I have goals of mine to be investor, right? I want to be able to give back to our community, build our properties, our real estates, learn how to be more financially independent and teach that to others, right? So that's in store. Stay tuned. But as far as my beauty business, I will just continue to create and grow and learn and sprinkle a little sparkle on the world with my products. So just stay tuned.
All right, Sparkle. Thank you. And she has a promo code on Etsy with her Etsy shop. Mamaprenuer. So if you head on over to her Etsy shop, the website should be coming up, and shop with Lisa. She got it. She got all the nail designs. Very talented. Thank you, Lisa. Chef, we know you got Thanksgiving stuff coming up. So talk about your Thanksgiving promotion.
Okay, so for Thanksgiving, I just have a menu for people who want to do pretty much, I guess you could say, smaller gatherings. I do have a corporate menu too, because I work with corporate America, like companies as well. So I do have a menu for that. It's typically going to be the same thing for Christmas. So anybody that's wondering, they can find the menu. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's definitely pinned to my Facebook profile, which just says Soulful Cook. I do have a business page for Solely Soulful Southern Cuisine on Facebook as well, but I'm on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. I'm coming to YouTube, everywhere. So y'all stay tuned for that. Yes, pretty much everywhere. I also am working on getting like Grubhub, DoorDash, and Easy Cater, my documentation, to be on their platform, just to like use their marketplace to pretty much grow my business. I offer one-on-one courses, like for people who do want to learn how to cook as well. So that's something. I'm working on a cookbook, working on a spice collection, working on having courses that will teach adults, how to cook as well on Skillshare. And then like for my upcoming events, so like anybody who does live in like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which by the way, I serve everywhere, I pretty much don't have any limitations on my delivery range. Of course, there is a delivery fee, but I know most people who use services like Grubhub, Instacart, any of that kind of stuff, they're already used to delivery fees. So, but yes, so my upcoming events that I have 2 that are official, and I still have some other things that are like in the works where I'm waiting on information. But I do have an event this weekend. I'm reading from my paper. So it's at the Deep Ellum Art Company. So it's like Deep Ellum Art Co. when you look it up. It's located in Deep Ellum, so like downtownish Dallas. It's from 12 to 5, and it's hosted by Truly Handmade Markets. And any of the details for it is actually also on my Instagram. Like if you guys read my description on there, then I have another event that'll be in Mesquite on December 17th where I'll be vending, and it's called the Jingle Mingle Pop-Up Shop, and it's hosted by this girl named Naisha who owns Envy Purses and More. Really nice handbags, ladies. So like if you want affordable handbags, it's like really cute, like fashionable, definitely check her out. But the event on the 17th, the address for it is 2413 Gus Thomason Road. So I know like people have time to look at this between now and December so that they could like kind of write that down. But again, if they stay tuned on all the platforms, again, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, you'll find the information like some way, somehow you'll be able to get there. Yes. And then, y'all make sure y'all come out and try, because this is literally the best soul food in Dallas. Is nothing like it. And I also offer meal prep too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Oh yeah, I did say that earlier. But again, I offer meal prep for people, and it's customizable. So it's not like most companies who give you like a set menu. So I actually have like a whole consultation on Zoom where I find out pretty much everything about you, your food no-nos, what you like, if you have any health conditions, if you have any food allergies, just whatever it is, so that I could tailor it specifically to you. I do that. And I'm willing to do that for my catering orders too. Like nothing is just too specific. I pretty much just try to please people. Like I was put on earth to serve. That's why why God blessed my hands for me to be able to cook so well, because I was meant to serve. And that means like serving people in a capacity to where they're completely satisfied. They're not like, well, if it had this, then it would have been better. Like they could literally ask for it the way that they want to and get it just like that and fall in love like everybody else. So yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. You ladies, thank you all so much for coming on tonight and sharing your passion with our podcast community. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching and tuning in tonight. I will be back in 2 weeks with some more fabulous mamapreneurs. And make sure you're following us on all platforms for Power Team and for Mamaprenuer Podcast. We ain't got to go home. I'm using Kesha's line now, but we're going to head on over to my personal page. You can look at some fabulous jewelry and purchase tonight. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you.